Welcome to Global Risk Community Chat. Today our guest is Latif Faiyaz. I'm very happy to have you here today, Latif. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. Yeah.
Yes, of course. So before we get into our topic, can you briefly introduce yourself to our audience?
Sure. I'm Latif. I head up our energy trading here at Northern Gas and Power. We're an energy consultancy for UK and European and US businesses as well.
Sounds good. So energy sector, quite interesting times. So what topic you would like to share with us today?
It's entirely up to you guys what you want to go over.
So I would say, because I hear that you are, like with UK, Europe, and America, and in the energy sector, maybe I would like to hear some insights you might have regarding what is currently going on in the globe with the energy crisis and prices.
Sure. I mean, prices are incredibly volatile right now. We're seeing a lot of prices driven politically motivated rather than any actual supply and demand fundamentals right now. Anything that does happen on the supply side of things, then prices go up exponentially. Used to be just a few percent at a time, but now they go up by 20%, 50% at a time on a single day, which is huge numbers. Price of energy has gone up 10 times what it used to be just over 12 months ago as well. So it's incredibly volatile times. What's happened? 2021 can be described as structural issues in the UK and European energy market, and then 2022 can be described as political causes for the rise of the energy market as well. Right now, we're seeing governments having intervention both in the UK and Europe. Germany is now looking at nationalizing its energy companies, and the UK is looking at price caps as well to subsidize the energy for both domestic and business. So it's unprecedented times, really.
Yeah, indeed. And so in this kind of times, what kind of like maybe organizations or like businesses or like people can do, or what are some key things that we should be looking into or can expect maybe?
Can expect really, I mean, right now it's a very difficult time when there is a collateral issue with the energy suppliers where they don't even know they have the right liquidity available to them. So they're refusing to have long-term energy contracts or sign any new long-term energy contracts simply because of a liquidity issue. And that's where we have, there's a 1.5 trillion credit issue, which is going out right now. In the UK, the Bank of England has been asked to step in to give a £40 billion credit facility to UK energy suppliers to help them out. But right now for businesses, it's very, very difficult. If they are not in a contract already and they have to start contracts which are 1st of October, starting for this winter, they're in a lot of trouble where they're seeing an exponential rise in their energy costs. And we're looking at different energy contracts available to them. So rather than traditional purchasing methods, we're looking at completely alternative ones. So where a customer or any business used to buy long-term energy contracts for 3 years, 5 years at a time, we're now looking at buying the energy on the day ahead, so every single day for them. So taking them from one extreme to the other, quite frankly. So their entire buying behavior has changed, the entire risk management strategy has changed completely. And that's what we're looking at right now. And that's what all businesses can do on procurement side. They're also looking at demand reduction. So energy efficiency and renewable generation is becoming more and more key, where they have to look at where the energy is being used and then reducing that consumption or being more efficient.
Yeah. Sounds like then people and companies should be then looking into maybe long-term solutions, but also short-term solutions on sustainability as well, with maybe not using energy as much or using maybe green energy or producing it some way, but as well as maybe trying to fix prices or do something about it. So what would be some takeaway points, especially our viewers, our audience can start implementing maybe when it comes to this energy crisis, either personal or for their companies?
Right now, they have to look at energy holistically, and they have to be speaking with other departments, depending on the size of the business. What are they doing? Is there an energy strategy in the first place? If it is it working? Do they need to revisit it? Do they need to look at help to create that? What are they doing for reduction? Speaking with their sustainability teams, but also speaking with the plants themselves. If they're a big production unit, actually speaking with the people on the ground to asking what can be done rather than something from the top down something from the bottom up. So both need to have that conversation of what to do and look at everything holistically, because this has been a huge cost. But energy may have not been at the forefront of any company's budget, but all of a sudden it now is eating up the entire operating income and eating into profitability. Everyone's taking notice. So really they need to look at where the energy is being used, how efficient it is being used, look at the full energy strategy purchasing and also the consumption as well, how to change that behavior.
Thank you for sharing that as well. Are there any last things you wanted to add up?
Not really. It's those, for me, it's those who can survive this winter will be the ones who manage to survive. But unfortunately, we're going to see a lot of companies who didn't have a risk management strategy, or were ill-advised, or have been holding off for whatever reason. Unfortunately, will go under by the end of this month, whereas we also see production decline. So it's a great shame that way, but it just highlights you need a proper risk management strategy going forward, and correctly managed to go through any sorts of volatile times and to be as diversified as possible.
Thank you for sharing that as well. And with that being said, that was also my last question. So I want to thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your insights, your take on energy market, this crisis, and the volatile times too.
Sure, thank you. That was quick.
Yes, indeed. Have a great day.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Ajay.